See where the wind's at.
Alright.
Alright. Hey, what's up there, Internet? Troy to the max. Extreme here.
Ghost Hunter Dave, right over here.
Dinosaur Neil front and center, baby.
And we form IMPERIUS REX.
My word. Do you remember when it was just the two of us?
Mm-hmm.
Before Neil sandwiched his way in here between us?
Yes.
It's a nice blade sandwich.
Yeah. I love you just dunking on him right.
That's why we had Neil.
Great
So
times.
you stopped dunking on
Those
me.
were great times. We went from mysterious third member to third member dunked on. But today on the show we are doing a 2021 like firing off. We're going on all cylinders. We're starting out.
We're having a fire sale.
We're having a fire. Everything must sail. Got a. Nope, I got nothing after that.
So Troy,
Yeah.
how have you been? You've been absent from the show recently. I don't know if you knew this. 2020 sucked.
It sure did.
Man, we didn't do a whole lot then, did we?
We didn't do much at all. I mean, if we can be frank here,
Please.
this is like the first I've seen you in person
Mm-hmm.
in like 6 months.
Yeah, I think in 2020 we only physically saw each other twice.
Maybe.
2 or 3 times, maybe?
I feel like it took a couple of years off my life not having you in here.
Well, I feel like 2020 took physically years off my life.
So regale us
Yeah.
with,
Oh
with
my god.
what have you been up to?
Let's just start the very beginning of 2020. People may have, before even the COVID started,
Before the COVID.
had a bout of pancreatitis.
BC.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Uh-huh.
Then, later on in that year, I dropped a knife on my foot, maybe severing a tendon in my big toe.
Was it the bad foot?
Yes.
Alright. Remind me again why it's the bad foot?
Okay, in high school, I worked at a supermarket
Uh-huh.
in which the elevator did not go up and down a shaft, but rode down a flight of stairs.
So did it like go gunk, gunk?
No. Smooth ride. It was a smooth
It was
ride.
like some giant was just pulling it up a flight of stairs.
And I've loaded too much shopping carts on this elevator lift that I had to walk in front of it because I could not fit on. I slipped off a stair, and it came up and crushed my foot between the stair and the platform. Luckily, there was an emergency stop, and I plucked it as soon as my foot was fucked. Did not break any bones,
No.
but it ripped the muscle off the bottom of my foot,
Uh-huh.
wadded it up into a ball,
Nice,
Until it-
tightly knit ball.
until it turned dead, and then they took it out. So I'm flat-footed on the bottom of this right foot,
Yeah?
and that's the one the knife landed on.
Guess what?
Fuck up the top, too.
Yeah,
Less resistance went all the way through.
that's right. Yeah, I was stuck to the floor.
Oh, my word. And that was like the best thing that happened to you in 2020.
Quite. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like it'd be an elective surgery to maybe fix that tendon, which we don't think was
If you
the
elect
case.
to walk again.
Which it was, because
Yes.
I still can't fully bend my toe back.
What's your toe gonna do up there?
I mean, it's only for balance to walk.
That's a show toe.
Yeah, all right. The big one, I know. Yeah, it was right as COVID was starting, so they wouldn't do any like elective stuff. So they're like, you could still walk, you're fine.
They had to see you in your car. Actually, they didn't even let you into the hospital. You rolled down the window and stuck your foot out the window.
Yep, there's a hole there.
The doctor was like, "Holy!" He's looking through the hole. He's like, "Oh,
moly!
it's a
Yeah.
clean one."
Well, we slap a band-aid on this and send you on your way.
You know what? Make it 2 band-aids.
Make reference to this doctor that saw me on that trip, because I'll be bringing him up later.
Oh, boy.
Later on in the year, I had a bit of stomach and gastro issues.
Okay,
Finally figuring
that's
out.
what that smell was.
Finally figuring out that it was my gallbladder. After 2 hospital visits, I had to have a CT scan, a CAT scan, 2 ultrasounds, to find out that my gallbladder was ass. But before that, I had kidney stones.
Why?
Because my organs love making stones. I am slowly turning into the Thing from the inside out.
You are a human quarry.
That kidney stone was the largest one that they have
On
they have
record.
you physically pass before they have to remove it surgically.
I thought you were going to say the kidney stone was the largest one that you physically have to pass to walk into the hospital. They've mounted it in the waiting room.
Like a
Everyone
fish.
walks by and touches it for good luck. Like Buddha's belly.
So that is still hanging out in my bladder. Have not pissed that out yet. That's for 2021. That's Thank you. They did eventually remove my gallbladder, which said they had multiple.
Did they have a reason to? Or was it just like, we're in here?
Chock full of stones. Multiple stones that were 2 centimeters large. And then just filled with other smaller ones and like black bile.
So you had stones filled with other stones?
The stones weren't filled with stones, but the stones were surrounded by lesser stones. I got it. So
They were worshipping the larger stone.
Which also, in turn, probably caused my pancreatitis way early on in the year. So once I got that out, I thought I was free and clear. Turns out, I went to the hospital one more time with excruciating stomach pain for what they don't know.
When was that?
This was this last week.
Oh,
boy. As of
3 days ago.
Oh,
Yes.
boy. They don't know why I had stomach pain then, but the doctor I saw was the one from the knife incident, and he's like, I don't know, but probably shouldn't drink or something.
I'm more of a foot guy.
If you drop a knife in it, give me a call. I'll send you right on home. You'll be fine.
As soon as he walked into the room, he's like, you look really familiar. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to place you too. He goes, wait a minute. Knife in the foot? And I'm like, yeah, knife in the foot. That's where I remember you from.
Dr. Quack.
So there we go. My life went full circle.
Back to the foot.
So far, doing great.
Proud of you.
Thanks. I got a kombucha. Hopefully that will...
That's homemade booch.
This is homemade booch. Not homemade hooch.
No, your tummy.
Booch.
No,
Those stones.
But we did get gifted some hooch.
Oh.
Not homemade.
And not Turner and Hooch.
No.
Correct. But we did get gifted some old tub Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
What? Is that what you got there?
That's this.
From OJ.
OJ himself gave us some old tub.
Who's OJ?
Oh my god.
Friend of the show. Friend of me.
Calm your shit. I know who OJ is. I'm doing it for the benefit of the viewers.
Oh my god.
My word, pass a couple more stones, Ben Grimm. Park your ass back on Yancey Street.
Tillatan Petunia.
Oh my god. Ever-loving, blue-eyed son of a bitch over here.
But yeah, this is Old Tub Unfiltered 100 proof, so this should be good. I am going against doctor orders and going to take a bit of a snort of this.
Oh my
because
god.
I do want to try it.
Troy, you don't snort it.
I'm not going to snort it. I'm just taking a whiff.
A whiff.
OJ, we are drinking it on the rocks just to get the full unfiltered flavor, baby.
Yes.
Whew. Stay tuned. Depending on how long this lasts, we may take a live visit
To a hospital.
Troy's doctor. To Dr. Foot.
It's actually quite nice, I must say.
It does have a heat as it exits your body, but that might be more stones.
That might be stones. Just rubbing against each other.
Hot stones.
But that's good. So that's going to stay at the Imperius Rex Castle.
Thanks,
Oh,
OJ.
my word. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, OJ is a friend of the show, a beloved
lovely.
patron
Oh, yeah.
of the arts.
In that Discord,
And a Southern gentleman.
Southern gentleman, my God.
But OJ, thank you so much for the kind gift.
That's right. And if you also want to give us gifts, no, not really.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a patron, and we wanted to kind of stress that a little more.
We're going to put more stuff out for patrons this year. Make a point to do it.
Exactly. Yep. You know, give back.
Yeah,
That's right.
One of the things we got set up, great Discord channel. Patreons, you get to join the Discord channel.
Yep.
It's great fun. We're all there. We're all chiming
You
in.
get
It's great.
constant updates on
Oh my-
Troy's stones.
Yes,
On those
all
Rolling
Troy's stones. Yes.
Constant new emojis Neil constantly makes.
I'm always making emojis.
It's so good.
It's so
That's
great.
right. We're really putting our heart and souls into that right now.
It's a good place to mingle with us on an everyday basis.
That's
so
right.
it's a good perk.
Look behind the curtain.
Woo,
Maybe you'll see too much.
Yeah. Well, whatever Discord allows. We're not entirely sure on their rights yet.
Yeah. At every level, you get a membership card of a mysterious book club member.
That's right.
So that's a fun little perk you get at any level.
That's right. We're gonna throw in some bookmarks. We're gonna make some pins.
Mm-hmm.
I got a pin guy.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. You remember my tank guy?
Oh, I remember the tank guy.
I don't know if I filled you in, but now there's a shirt guy. And now there's a pin guy. So
we got a guy for
got-
just about everything.
got a guy for every occasion.
We even got a guy for old Tub.
Alright, man.
So is there anything going on with you guys besides just my ailments?
Are we gonna go through just 2020? It sucked for everybody. Let me just tell you that for now. It was just the worst. We all made it through all right. Look at us all here
Did it.
drinking our kombucha or tub or whatever he's got. It's been great. But oh man, 2020 was a ringer for me as well. I had a specific relationship loss that was just terrible, but we're all good now.
That's right. I lost.
We're all good now. We're all good now. Drink the tub.
Yeah, we joke because I lost my job in 2020. I've since got a new one. Everything's great. But when that hit, and it was a 1, 2, 3 punch, within like a month of all of those, we're like, man, we just hit all three. Like, we got a turkey in terms of like boring adult horrible things that can happen to you when you hit like 30.
Yeah.
Things that would never even cross your mind as a younger man, and we just knocked it out of the park in every stage.
Imperious fucked. We all got it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man.
Luckily it was split evenly between us.
It would have killed a normal man had they befallen him all at once. Thank God. Troy really took the brunt of it.
Yeah, he
So,
sure did.
Keep on.
He's missing organs and he's full of stones.
Yeah. So let's see the new gallbladder.
Were they supposed to get one of those?
Oh, it's just a big potato.
Oh, God. I left before that was supposed to happen.
I guess we should talk about comics or something at some point. This is really one for the fans.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
It's just us enjoying each other's company for the first
First time in a long time.
So movies sucked for 2020. And,
You thought they were going to be fine because you're like, these are going to be free?
we haven't had anything in like 9 months.
And then they're just like, what if things went backwards? And then you're like, fuck!
What if you could wish for a bunch of terrible things? What if you were dead? And then a cat?
To be fair,
now I know why
Soul
they're
was the
free.
best of them.
So,
Yeah, it was.
Soul was the best.
It was. Let's get past that.
Okay.
You got it.
How about this new little gem from, maybe you've heard of it, Disney Plus. It's this up-and-coming app right now. Anyone else watch WandaVision?
Oh, boy.
You bet I did.
ever.
I know you watched it. We watched it together
We
last
sure
night. It
did.
was wonderful.
It was awesome. And I watched it right before I came here.
Thank you for being up to speed.
Double
Current
wink.
events.
You bet.
Some call it a blink.
Not me, though.
Nope.
WandaVision, at first when it was announced, I thought it sounded dumb.
Yep.
Even
Well said.
even when the trailers came out, I'm like, But no, there is some good elements to the show. Very surprising elements. It's got some, like, nice, like, it's got that old, like, well, the first 2 episodes that are out at the time of filming this, it's got, like, that 50s aesthetic, like, it's going after these old TV shows.
Yep.
But, like, it's got that really dark undertone that kind of crackles through the bottom
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
And you're just like,
It's crackly.
ooh!
Yeah.
And you're like, it's got a lot of intrigue to it. And, best yet, episodes are like 30 minutes. So you're like, God damn, that's over.
Oh, that is the best part of it. Being done with it. But, like, this, we were saying, this is coming out week to week, which I've become a fan of because when I feel obligated to binge something, it's just a lot of pressure right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, we knocked out in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that I'm like, I could do like 5 more of these right now.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Yeah.
And I never say that, even about things I love. I'm like, I'm good. I'm a pleasure delayer. I'm gonna sit on this for
I'm
a
gonna
minute.
blue ball the shit out of this
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
It's so different from everything they've already done, like Marvel proper, that,
And it's very low stakes right now.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
just like, we're just gonna have like a little fun time.
yeah. the fact that like every single episode they're changing like a decade of sitcom television or whatever that we've seen right now. Like the first one is like a Leave It to Beaver 50s. The second one's like a 60s Bewitched type deal. Mm-hmm. 70s is going to be like a Brady Bunch thing.
We're in Technicolor now, baby.
Oh my God.
We're in WandaVision.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. It's an interesting way to do it, and I am in love with it. And the fact that like they're going straight at that style, like it is a 50s sitcom.
Yeah,
yeah.
Full bore, like jokes and everything.
Yeah.
Even the dumb laugh track, even the aspect ratio is the same.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit, this is so good. And then that one dark moment hits in every episode, and you're like, oh shit, what is going on here?
I love that they. I love that they didn't even stray away in like the 50s and 60s episodes, like, oh, my wife at home, are you kidding me kind of jokes where it's just like totally womanizing terrible stuff, but it's lighthearted enough where you're just like, yeah, that's pretty
Gotta make a good impression on the boss.
Even the fact that they have commercials in the show. And the first one is like
toaster.
The Stark toaster or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, does your wife burn your toast?
Yes.
Like, whatever. Like, holy shit. I want to know if those are going to come in, the commercials come into play of like some overarching like Easter egg for Wanda.
Could be.
Hopefully.
Because I'm assuming this is all, what I'm gathering, it's all in her head so far.
Well, in the Tom King Vision story, they constantly call him a toaster. So I'm sure like the toaster appliance was not just, you know, they weren't throwing darts at a wall. That was intentional.
Right.
Look, all I'm hoping is in the 90s they have a Mentos commercial. That's all I want.
We're a Doublemint go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think's that beekeeper's all about?
Ooh,
At first I thought it was like AIM, maybe. Like she's seeing it as a beekeeper, but the AIM have like those hazmat suit things.
Could be.
But I don't know.
I did a little looking online, and they say that Sword is the one that's monitoring all this.
Oh, okay.
So it's, I guess, the first introduction to Sword.
Okay.
It would be.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how much this plays into the main Marvel Universe, because at face value, it's so removed that it's like a breath of fresh air.
Right.
You're like, this is just fun.
Yep.
And if it does evolve from fun, like one-off, to something that actually plays like a huge role, I'm pretty interested in that. To say like, oh, this all stemmed from WandaVision.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, if they introduce either maybe like mutants, because I know they've got the rights to that now, but it could be like they're going balls to the wall with Disney Plus shows, so I could see them introducing something as big as like, oh, now we've got actual mutants and not inhumans. We're not going to talk about them.
Enhanced.
Yeah, the enhanced people. Yeah. But like it could be something that big, you know? That's exciting.
Yep. So we talked a little bit. There's definitely some Tom King Vision vibes to this. Just the whole like suburban dark undercurrent to this, and also like some hints of House of M. I don't know how much they're going to go into that because they're not going to do a huge superhero event. But maybe this is just kind of their tackling of Wanda's breakdown, if that's what it is. Which it's like, okay, that's fine. Yeah. You know, not everything needs to be a big crossover event. Just you acknowledge that she had this little personal problem, and that was kind of like the stand-in for that portion of the comic history.
I like that they might be exploring that like comic book version of Wanda that we know from like the comic books. It's not like, oh, she's just like can shoot like red lasers, hex bolts and stuff. Where it's like she's manipulating reality altogether. Like I think that's an exciting take that could be on like the levels of like Legion and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, when you brought up that it was very reminiscent of Legion, I was like, oh, that's apt.
Yeah.
I loved Legion.
Oh, Legion's great.
It's probably like my favorite TV show associated with comic book stuff. For the most part, maybe after Watchmen. But that was so unique, and not like superhero-y whatsoever, but like when we have so much good superhero stuff now, I kind of like to take a step back and still fit that genre, but do something different, like outside the box.
Yeah.
And this might be it, hopefully. It's early, maybe it'll suck, who knows, but I'm on board right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then to where it ends, we only have episode 2 up right now, but going back to like Wanda just using her reality warping powers like in the comics, like she's like 7 months pregnant at the end of episode 2.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, Where is this going?
It's giving me some Pleasant Hill vibes too, with a sprinkle of color coming into there. We can only hope a one Tobey Maguire shows up.
Bully Maguire.
Bully Maguire's showing up, and we're gonna cry.
It's pizza time.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
Here's some dirt in your eye.
Oh, dig on this.
You didn't snap.
Was I supposed to?
But Dave, we got this big box of stuff right in front of us.
Right here?
That box.
Look at this. Oh man, so as you know, I hate unboxing videos.
But
hate them.
do them. But let's do
We've
it.
been doing them because they bring me pleasure. Well, unboxing it brings me pleasure. I mean, I could care less if we're filming it or not, but you know what? You gotta get them views.
That's right.
Gotta get them clicks.
Gotta get those
Subs.
clicks.
Yep.
Smash that like button. I hear the kids say.
Yeah.
My kids say it. I don't know where they heard it.
And hit that bell for notifications.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got this about a week ago, and I was like, you know what? We're scheduled. We got a Rex filming on the docket. I'm gonna save it. I pre-cut the box prior to turning on the cameras because I didn't want to fiddle with it. I didn't want to embarrass myself on camera.
Only to see there's packing.
You probably
There's Peter.
dropped the knife in Troy's foot anyway.
I did. I was like, all right, done with that. Pinned him to the floor. Said stick around. Felt really good about it, and then dug in. So yeah, I.
You remember what's in this one?
I have no idea. I think there's a lot of Spider-Man.
Oh.
I think the Nick Spencer, Ryan Otley Spider-Man run, I've been letting it pile up, and I think I might have bought a bunch of those.
That's
I was probably drunk when I ordered it. I don't know.
That's one I've been really edging myself to dig into.
Okay.
Yeah. So Otley left that, and
Yeah.
I think Spencer's still doing it. So I'm kind of curious, like, is this my dropping off point? Packing peanuts. I'm going to hear about that from the wife.
Oh god, they're all over now.
Yep.
I'll
Let's
let
see
him
here.
deal with that.
Let's see what we got. So I caught up on Venom.
Ooh.
Venom here from Golden Boy Danny Cates.
Donny Cates.
Donny Cates, they call him. And Ryan Stegman. Got that
Ooh,
one
yeah.
right. So I got those because I started buying that a while ago.
Cool.
Go ahead, take those. Throw them somewhere.
You
I've
bet.
already forgotten I've ordered them. here's the Spideys. Just got. I think it's 6, 7, and 8. Or 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that's these.
Awesome.
Grab those.
What?
You gotta support Otley. After Invincible,
Yeah.
I'm in his debt.
Can I just bring something up real quick?
We got time.
My favorite Spider-Man costume is legit the 2099 version.
It's a good costume.
I don't
costume.
like. I've seen online things of it. It's the shittiest one out there, and people hate it. I say fuck them. But I love that. I love the costume.
I
I
like
like the
it.
2099 one. It's so good.
What about you? Classic red and blue?
I think that might be my favorite, yes. But I still like the 2099 one.
It's good.
Black suit all day long, baby.
Black suit's good.
Dig on
It's got
this.
nice.
Dig on this.
Nice
It's got its attitude. It's
Yeah.
got attitude.
I mean, I don't want it every day of the week, as I just said.
no.
No. But I do enjoy it immensely. Let's see. Got a giant-sized X-Men. Old Johnny Hickman. See that? He just did a bunch of giant-sized. Just little one-offs.
What? I love
Yep.
it.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Now I do.
now you do. I got some Justice League. Vengeance is Thine. This is the arc after Scott Snyder wrapped up his Justice League tenure. And I was ready to drop off, but then I see Spectre on the cover. And I'm like, Troy, you know I love some Spectre.
Oh yeah, especially when he's trying to munch on some Superman.
Oh, he's going to take a big old bite of that. Yeah. So I got it.
Very
Good.
I actually dig the Batman, like real, like old,
Yeah.
like classic, just Batman.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I love
great.
that, the artist on the cover there, too. That's Francis Manapul?
Let's see, where do we got?
Let's see.
Are we gonna look
We
through
can edit
here?
this. Hold on. Francis Manapul.
Nice. you
Got
did
it on one.
Good stuff.
I'm sure I mispronounced it because, you know, it's my thing. The newest Ascender by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen.
Not entirely sure. on this.
Nguyen.
Not entirely sure.
Yep.
Ooh.
And then this one, I've been
Paper
waiting.
stock.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something right now. Image and Dark Horse have the best paper stock.
Do they?
DC and Marvel, shit paper stock. Unless it's like a high quality edition, it's no good. It's no good.
Sorry, I meant to say something else and then I just clammed up and got
All
nervous.
right. I put you in an awkward position. And then this one, I've been waiting on, Seeds. The Seeds by David Aja and Ann Nocente. So, if I say it funny, then they don't know that I don't know how to pronounce it. This came out, like, the first 2 issues of this came out, like, a year and a half ago, and I got them and loved them, and then they never came out anymore, and they just finished it up in this trade. And it was part of the Berger books when Karen Berger left Vertigo.
Oh,
and
sure.
she did, like, her own imprint. This was, like, one of the first ones on this.
And only?
There's a handful, but not a lot. I don't even know if it's still going.
I don't think so.
But David Aja did it, or Aja. I'm not sure how you want to do it. I don't know how hard that J is. But he's the one that did the art for Hawkeye with Matt Fraction.
I tell you what, I love the one color thing of it, and like the halftone style. That's awesome.
Oh my god, there's still a lot in here, guys.
Yikes!
More stuff!
More stuff.
Holy buckets! Holy old tub!
Yep, old tub. Yeah. This is my Christmas present to myself.
There's some Brubaker in there.
Brubes?
Some Brubes. So then we got Brubaker's newest original graphic novel, Reckless, with Sean Phillips, his partner in crime.
Up again.
Look at that thing.
I'm not even going to take that out of the shrink wrap. Look at that.
I probably won't either.
Okay.
We got Klaus, the newest one from Grant.
Yes!
Grant and Dan Mora. You know, we did an episode a couple years back, a Christmas episode, on Klaus and Happy.
That's right.
Morrison's 2 Christmas stories. It's one of our, like, lowest viewed episodes.
People
I don't
like
know what... I guess so. I don't know how many more keywords I can put in that title to get people on, but, like, come on. It was a good episode.
The War on Christmas, guys.
I think it is. And then Adventure Man from Matt Fraction and Terry Dodson.
Oh, I wanted to check
That's
that out.
awesome.
I don't know what this thing is, but I love a good... I love a Terry Dodson when he's not phoning it in, you know? When he's really putting in the time.
Yeah.
That's great. Anything Fraction, too.
Yeah.
It's gotta be... got some quality to it.
Yep. And then the last one...
Comes in its own cardboard commemorative case.
It is. So, I had never bought an Absolute until I bit the bullet and got Swamp Thing. Because I was like, if I'm going to do an Absolute, I'm going to do Swamp Thing.
That's right.
So I only have the trades of that.
To go all the way with
And Alan
Swamp.
Moore still didn't give a shit.
No, he did, well, he wasn't happy about it. So I got those. So I've broken the seal on the Absolutes. I'm going to try to hold myself back. Not going to rebuy everything. But a couple years ago, I had a book, one of my favorite books, and I gifted it to my friend Troy here.
Yeah.
Because I bought a better version of it in hardcover. Well, the time has come where I gifted that hardcover to my friend Neil here and bought a better version of it in Absolute. And that is the Day Tripper Absolute Edition.
That is amazing.
Look at that, baby.
That's Bobby Moon, Gabriel Ba, baby. Woo!
Good perch.
It's my, I'm confident saying is my all-time favorite comic.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's
anyone
good.
would take umbrage with that claim.
I certainly don't.
I think it's amazing. Neil, have you read it yet?
Nope.
All right. You carve yourself out a week.
I will, and I'm gonna weep in your arms.
Please do. Please do.
And I'll be like, I got a better version than Troy.
Oh my god, it's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is it. This is the last one in
Amazing.
the box. Day Tripper. So good.
It is really good. Since
Man, oh man.
on the kind of the same thought path as getting Absolutes once you broke the seal,
Yeah.
Dark Horse has been putting out library editions of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I cannot pass those up.
Have you been getting yourself some goodies?
I've been getting Black Hammer in all of the library editions.
God, I've been wanting to get that. 'Cause
And-
I've been buying them in trades.
And I think it's collected great because they have Black Hammer, like specifically library edition 1 and 2, and the World of Black Hammer,
Yes.
which collects all the like offshoots of that.
Here's a hot take from me. I think Dark Horse is trying to turn Black Hammer into its next Mignola-verse.
I could see that.
I think they're trying
Easily.
to make like a
that.
full-on like Hellboy
Yeah.
type of series with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on board for that. I think we're gonna do a Black Hammer episode this year. I feel it.
I can feel it also.
Is it on the wheel? Let's see.
It.
Let's see if it's on. Oh, not on the wheel.
Well, a Lemire is on the wheel.
Okay.
I added it, so it would probably fit into that. Okay. Yep. Yep. So that's it. That's the box.
That was great.
Box of good. That's a good
That's
box.
good stuff.
Yeah.
If there's
Front loaded it with Marvel and then really got in there at the end. It's some very good indie stuff.
Tell you what, that Spencer Spider-Man though is something I've been really waiting to dig into. I'm like, you had the same idea as I did. It's just let it build all the way or finish completely before you start getting into it.
And here's the thing: the fact that that has 2 rotating artists, those things come out. I feel like every month there's a new one out. And I'm like, didn't I just fucking buy this thing?
Yeah.
Hurry up and be done.
Yeah, I did the first 2 arcs, I think, of Spencer Spider-Man, and I really dug it. I thought it was super fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, like, is now poor and broke again and, like, moves in with Boomerang.
Yeah. That's great.
It's pretty
awesome.
great. It's super fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. So what have you been reading in your downtime? You've been keeping up on Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Anything
Hulk
else?
and Fantastic Four. I think Slott's doing fun things now with Fantastic Four. He planted a seed a while ago, like 10 issues back, and then they had like an event wedged in there, some other things that they did off in space. Now they're coming back to what he set up in the beginning now, with a big, huge threat coming through. It's like a big existential kind of Morrison-y kind of threat.
Yeah.
Where it's like this big, almost Celestial-esque type power level, and Franklin is like depowered and can't fight because like he used all of his power to recreate all of reality from
Take it out of you.
from Secret Wars in
Yeah.
2015 or whatever. So it's been pretty good.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I recently read Nowhere Men. This is the 2nd issue, so it's not a great encapsulation of it, but I love the cover, so I bought it. And this is by Eric Stevenson, and the artist at the beginning is Nate Bellingard. And this one just hit all my boxes for me. This is one, I think I was telling you about it. It reminded me of Manhattan Projects by Hickman.
Yeah.
And it's collected in one trade, and it so far ran for 11 issues, and the 12th issue has just been delayed indefinitely. So they haven't collected the last trade yet. There's still like one more piece to go. But I loved it. Like, whenever we do Manhattan Projects, which we will, I kind of want to just scoop in Nowhere Men because it's right along the same lines.
Okay.
If you like weird Hickman graphs and science and all that stuff, like picking historical things and putting a little spin on them, this is your book.
I started Manhattan Projects and for whatever reason like couldn't get into it at the time, but the more I think about it and what they were doing in it, I'm like, why didn't I like that?
I think
so
you
now
would
I
love
need
it.
to go back and try it again. I don't know. I must have not been in the right mindset.
Trans-dimensional Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Robotic FDR. Like, it's so good.
So it feels like it should
Actual
be right
cannibal.
up my alley. Yeah.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah. I love fucking Oppenheimer, and he's just all the time. And then I went to the Oppenheimer War, which is like in his head, which is like 1,000 Oppenheimers.
Everyone he eats, he gains their strength.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's very good.
Now I don't know why I couldn't get into it, but I'll
We
try
should
it
spin
again.
the wheel, see if we land on a Hickmania.
Oof.
Can we spin the wheel?
I mean, we could spin the wheel.
Yes. Let's spin it.
Let's do it.
I have a feeling we're going to constantly spin the wheel and then just never follow up on it.
But at least we spun the wheel.
That's right.
That's what we got it for.
Hope.
Spin it.
Hope. Spin it. Neil's wheel.
The S stands for hope.
Wait for it.
Oh my god.
I can't wait.
Oh my god.
That'll be cut out. We got a good spin.
Every time we spin it, it's like,
we don't,
fuck that.
No.
We're not doing that. I hate all the
Who
stuff
wrote
we
these?
put on the wheel.
So we asked our friends of the show if they have any questions for us while we film this one. This little back in the saddle type of thing. We got a couple of responses here. It's from Matthias Mendoza on Twitter. Says, who knows?
Sorry, I broke your stride.
He's only corrected us like once or twice. How are we supposed to stick at it? Which non-comic book related movies or TV shows do you like the most? So, like, all of my favorite movies or TV shows are probably non-comic book related.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
my favorite movie is, it's always neck and neck with Fight Club and The Prestige.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone on record with this before.
Mhm.
Those are my top two.
Mhm.
My favorite TV show, probably Breaking Bad. You
That's
know,
good.
tried and true classic. I
Mhm.
just think a great drama.
Mm-hmm.
And none of those are terribly like superhero or comic book adjacent. So I'd say those are mine.
Mm-hmm.
And like generally, my favorite movies are not comic book related.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I mean, comic books are comic books to me. I don't need to love it just because they adapt it into a movie.
Right,
There's
right.
plenty of great ones, but I feel like
Right.
they're kind of their own little thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We just recently watched Whiplash not long ago.
That
And,
constantly climbs my list
that
of favorite movies.
is phenomenal. Like that's up there as one of my favorites. My jam's like fantasy stuff. Like Lord of the Rings is all like that's my jam. So
Mhm.
like, but I know a lot like some of my favorite comic books unfortunately dip into that. It's like Thor and stuff. So like
It is
that's
unfortunate.
it is a super.
I was gonna say, why is that unfortunate?
But I can't recommend it for that. You know.
I like a good sci-fi movie. Like Annihilation was good. I like
Oh.
that.
Oh, Annihilation was great.
Like alien movies, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
But then
You
when
ever
I
seen
get in,
Sunshine?
I haven't. It's always been one on
a
my
good
bucket
one.
list to watch.
You ever seen Event Horizon?
No.
That's a good one.
Cool. I think you asked me that in the future.
You ever seen Life?
Yeah. Yes.
That's a good
But
one.
I don't remember much of it.
You ever seen Annihilation?
Yes.
There
Good
we
one.
go. That was a good
All right.
But if we're going on TV, I kind of go skew towards comedy because I'm watching something. I want something like light and funny,
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah, Arrested Development, probably one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah. Just did a rewatch of that. That was great.
Mhm.
But that's not the only thing I watch. I mean, I watch whatever.
You
But
kind of watch everything for
Yeah.
your sister affiliate.
yeah.
Review.
Yeah. Yeah. And 2020 was a rough year to watch because we just went back to the well and did some old shit, and some of it was bad.
Yeah.
And some of the new shit was bad. Yeah.
We watched Lovecraft Country this year,
Yeah.
and that was pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like comic booky. It's a book, you know, it's an adaptation of a book,
Mhm.
and I thought the show was better than the book. And the show had very high highs and like very mediocre lows, so it was uneven. But when it was good, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it like stuck the landing enough.
Okay.
That I wouldn't like recommend it, but it has some really great moments.
I heard it started out strong and then kind of dipped a little bit.
Yeah. It was a roller coaster.
Okay.
There'd be a good one and then like a not so good one and then
Okay.
and so on. Another one, most anticipated comics is from Javi Man at Live to Rock 96.
Good year.
Good year. I think that's when he was born.
96?
Yeah.
Man, that makes me feel
Very old.
Whoops.
You have any anticipated comics this year?
I a long time ago just stopped knowing.
Anticipating
No,
things?
not anticipating so much, but not paying attention to like what comes out
Yeah.
so much,
Mhm.
as much as like enjoy what's out already and stuff that I've missed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm never like on the hunt for something. I already have something, but
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yep.
And so like then I'm surprised when something. I'm like, oh, that's out.
Yeah.
Cool, great.
Yep.
Give me all of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't even tell you what's coming out really.
Well, that's how that's the same boat I'm in too. Like I'm not up to date on what's coming out. Like I'm super excited to actually read the Hulk stuff. Like you're getting into right now.
And that's
Like,
about to wrap up pretty soon too.
So-
So it'll be.
50.
So it's
Yep.
slightly topical, but like yeah, that's the stuff I'm looking forward to. Is mostly stuff I've missed because there's just a backlog of a million things you could possibly read.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I've learned from back in my college days, when I was buying stuff issue to issue, that is the fastest way to burn yourself out of comics. Is reading them like monthly and being up to speed on everything that's coming out because
Right.
you just like hit a wall. So just like giving it a break and a distance and then just like, hey, you know what? I've never read Animal Man. I'm gonna read that. It's supposed to be great. You know, it came out like 20 years ago.
Yep.
And then you read it and you're like, have you guys read Animal Man? It's amazing!
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Just always being like 10 steps behind the
Yeah.
curve, I think
Yeah.
is the best way to approach some of this stuff.
Yeah.
For the
Because
longest
there's so
time,
much stuff out there.
Yeah, for the longest time, I tried to keep up with what was going on in Marvel and DC. I didn't buy everything,
Yeah.
but just to know what was happening.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, why? What am I getting out of this
Yep.
besides to answer a question on Twitter or whatever?
Yeah,
Like,
you just get burnt out and like fed up with it if it's not going the way you want it to. The best
Yeah.
to just take a step back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't always feel like you have to be current.
Yeah.
The only
we
current
rarely are.
I know. The only current thing that I'm kind of interested in, and I've way dropped off this, was Hickman's X-Men. Where like when he was doing that, I was keeping up to it. And it got to be too much. And then when like COVID hit and everything like stopped, I kind of dropped off it. And since then they've gone on. They've got like a 22-issue miniseries under their belt that I have no idea what happened in. So it's like I'll get to it.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna let them build up, and I'm gonna get the consensus on what's worth reading, rather than trying to read it all and just being sick of it.
Yeah. Plus, when I went, I've always mostly been like a trade waiter anyway, and so like I'd rather just have like a binge like Netflix way with all right, there's 5 trades out. Okay, I'll take these, and then I'll just read these right away, and then I'll go back to whatever.
Something I know is conclusively finished. That's when I'm like, gotta get my rocks on.
yeah.
Yep. And last one coming from a longtime fiend of the show, Sam Anderson. How drunk are you right now?
Okay.
Sorry, Troy.
Not.
And also, where's Neil? And if he's there, why is Neil such a staple?
Okay, let me answer this. Out of drunkenness, 1 to 10, 7.
My word. What are you doing up there?
Drinking?
Sipping old tub. Probably that. Where have I been? Well, I'm here currently. I usually live on Discord, trolling around, photoshopping Blade into pictures with the rest of us.
Yep.
That's what guys do, right?
That's what pals do, you know?
What kids do these days.
Yeah, why am I such a staple?
Because you're part of the family.
You've
always been the mysterious
third member. Like,
You helped create the actual book club that started this
exactly.
channel.
So
That's right.
if you're not absolutely familiar, it was before we even wanted to film all this.
Before
it was
we turned
just
on the cameras.
before we turned the cameras on. It was us 3. We read some stuff, and it was like, all right, new X-Men, Planetary were the first ones we got. Didn't film them, and then Dave was like, "We're going above and beyond." I'm like, "Can't keep up," and they're like, "Fuck you, then." So they started filming it.
You'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, so, and then eventually, now that, like, I've had a little bit more free time, available time, that I've been reading some books, catching up, we kind of pulled him in, filling in for also Troy, you know, with his,
Disease
bodily issues.
It's tough. Sometimes we can only get one Potter on the show.
exactly.
We gotta take what we can get.
Yeah, and let me just put an end to this right now. We are brothers. We sound nearly exactly the same.
Yes.
We understand this.
Yep. Be happy with what you get. It might be a Troy day. It might be a Neil day.
It might be
might be both.
It might be, yeah.
Yep.
Do you want stones? Do you not want stones? Who knows?
IMPERIUS REX on the rocks. IMPERIUS rocks.
I should have kept those stones.
Oh my god. Fashion a gauntlet.
I'll try to catch the one I pee out of.
Oh my god. Which stone is that? Is that the power stone? The time stone?
It would be powerful enough for me to piss it out. I'll say that right now.
Oh my god. Neil, can you mock up some sort of shirt design with
Can
Troy?
I ever?
Infinity
With an
Gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet with just a bunch of gross ass
These
stones
stones.
in it. Yes, I can.
Please.
Great.
Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us over these troubling times. I'm sure everybody faced their own difficulties over these last couple months, and you know what? We all made it through together.
That's true.
So,
Keep being safe, though. It's not over quite yet.
right.
Please.
Sorry.
Please.
Thanks, Neil. Voice of reason.
But I think that's going to do it for this little jumping into 2021, a new, better year.
Yes.
Be better.
It has to be better.
Be kind to each other.
Yes.
Be safe.
Yep.
All of the things that you should do as normal human beings.
Yeah.
Just
right.
do them.
Yep.
Right.
If you had a fun and exciting year where you had your guts ripped out, let us know in the comments down below. If you're reading anything exciting, looking forward to anything, let us know in the comments down below. If you'd like to join our Patreon, therefore being in on the on the lamb in our Discord.
Yeah, on the Discord, all the other
Have your
exclusive
finger on the
benefits.
pulse.
Oh,
of
that's
that
right.
Discord.
You can do that this year as well. It's going to be a fun time.
Mhm.
We're going to back in the habit.
That's right.
Sister Act 2. Yeah.
And we're all whoopee.
Everybody's whoopee in this situation. But until next time, I have been Troy to the Max Extreme.
Ghost Hunter Dave.
Dinosaur Neil.
And we were Imperius Rex. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.